We will reopen the budget workshops, for the 2026 budget. First on the agenda this morning is Craig Willis, VSO. Morning, Craig.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How's everybody else?
Good. Good. So, well, big changes in your budget.
Yeah, as she told me, I remember, yeah, my budget's like that, so it's simple, so. Yeah, so the only changes in my budget would be to increase from $400 to $500 for uniforms. For my successor, because, as you guys know, I'm stepping down into December, I'm totally retiring, so. That's really the only change, I have noted in there. So, everything else is pretty simple. Just a kudos there on line 36802 to care of veterans for $5,000. That's kind of what we put in there. Just to have a little safe haven. I don't think since we put it in, we've ever used it, but just for the new members. That's in case a veteran would have a catastrophic event, like their house would burn or something like that. And we could kind of assist them in putting them up in a hotel or someplace, you know, until they could get things worked out, along those lines. And then we have our honor guard is our supplies on that is built up pretty much. I just talked to Gus. I don't foresee next year, even him, or them using that amount. You know, everything else is pretty much, you know, the same. I think as far as operating expenses, I would have to go through with a new person coming in, but we should be pretty good on that. Hopefully, as Tammy brought up in the commissioners meeting, that there's some money in there that when they do find someone that we can do in military, what we call left seat, right seat. I can come in and try to help them. And I know when I came in, there was no district service officer. There was no one in here. I was drinking from a 10-inch fire hose. So hopefully try to make that transition a little easier. And then, of course, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere to advise them or if they need anything. This position is definitely a learning curve. I learned something yesterday. You learn something every day. So, so as far as the budget, that's pretty much all I have there, unless there's any questions.
Motion.
I'll make a motion to approve, as submitted.
The entire 2-3.
And well, may as well do the entire thing since there's really nothing serious anyway.
Well, the director's salary.
I'll make it. What do I about them? Yeah, let's just do 2 and 3.
Second. Motion by Tom, second by Mick to approve the 2 and 3,000 categories in the Veteran Service Officer County General budget as requested. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We didn't do the 1,000s because we didn't do all that.
I totally understand that.
I did say that.
Yeah. On a personal note, I'd like to sit there and say thank you to all you guys, the previous council, the previous commissioners and the current council, current commissioners. The auditor's office, I have never been in a position where I had this much support. And being a teacher and a football coach, that's very unique. But it's a bittersweet decision, but it's one I think it's best for everyone involved. But I just want to say thank you. Like I said, you know, everyone and the whole entity of the county has been nothing but great to me. Like I said, from the council, the commissioners, the auditor's office, the sheriff's department, every office in the courthouse and every office in the county. So I really sincerely appreciate that. I feel like we, meaning all entities, have this position going in the right direction, and you know, hopefully that will continue. I said, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Maintenance, next on the agenda. Come on up, Mark.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How's Mark?
Pretty good. You guys save me some money?
Probably
No.
not.
Not yet. Hoping you'll help us with that.
Just one, yeah.
Maintenance request of $854,950.
True. So much for saving money.
So. I don't know how you guys wanna do this, but if I can run down here and tell you why we need this and
Yeah,
then if you guys can hit me
Before-
hard.
before you do that, though, I'll just tell you, the 1,000 category, we're not gonna have to, we've been with salaries, we're not gonna
Okay.
make any decisions today, we've talked about it,
Okay, good.
and, I guess that's from the main thing.
Okay,
Yeah, but feel free to talk about whatever.
okay. The first one is the $170. That's still the same as last year, year before, I believe. It's 10,000 a building. And guys, there's a lot of moving parts in this county. And that, it's pretty hard to fix everything for 170,000, so. I mean, that's, just as long as you guys know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. That some of you guys don't know about, you know, that really needs, you know, addressing it. So. The next thing is the raise, I'll get that over with now. The paper that I sent you there. Is, now, I'm not saying that all my guys. I'm not looking for a raise or my janitors, I'm not saying that they don't do a good job, but the two main guys I wanna get is Jacob and Matt. I mean, these guys. You're very lucky to have guys like this working for the county. I mean, it is really important to have good people, and you guys all know that, so. But I mean, the 5% raise, I'd really like to have them guys have it, if nobody else, you know. I just don't want them seeing go and get another job somewhere else.
So you have two in maintenance and custodians fall under you too. is that
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. But I mean, the core is the, you know, us three guys, so,
Okay.
but I'd like to take care of those two guys at least.
Said Jacob,
Yeah,
Double Barker, doesn't it?
they're fine,
Yeah, I thought Jacob,
yeah.
wow.
Next thing we have is the floors. I don't know if you guys have been out to Enos. And seen the floors out there. They are really nice,
In the new building?
yeah. So the one of the three that I really wanna do is the ambulance bases and the Sally Port. So the Sally Port, Randy came up to me one day and said that they had a inmate fall. It was slipped on water in there. This stuff that I passed out to you, it's got anti-slip and it's pretty nice stuff. And the same with the ambulance bases, you can pick your colors and, which is nice. But that's another deal, I mean, they wash their cars a lot. And we were just there, fixing drains the other day. And the floor was wet and I have anti-slip shoes and you can slip still on those floors. I mean, just because the guy hadn't fallen yet. I mean, that doesn't mean he's not going to. Especially these guys are in a hurry to get somewhere, you know? So that's all three of the floors that, you know, that price.
So that's the 28,000.
Yeah, for all three.
Is there upkeep associated to that or lifespan?
It's a lifetime guarantee.
Well, his explanation here, this is the explanation of 170,000 per 10,000 per building.
Was it broke? Oh, 28K.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Next thing is we have the north basin, the highway garage furnace. It's that furnace and air conditioning. Those, I believe, are the last two in the county, that the oldest ones. That's pretty self-explanatory there, and they probably should be done, or they're gonna, we already worked on the highway and the north base already, so. Placing parts, so,
Or they have problems with it.
since I've been here, we've been to each one once. So, but they're the oldest ones in the county.
Something you think absolutely needs to be done this year.
I could probably get away with it another year maybe, but. You know,
Jump ahead a little bit, you got jail water system on here.
yeah,
I
that's,
think the sheriff talked to us about that yesterday, and I think the proceedings, we've taken care of that. I don't think that it's not your budget.
oh, great.
Like Brett, I don't know what we did, we would say.
Did you tell them put in an additional or do it?
I don't know as we told him.
You know,
We talked about it, talked about taking that cube cab.
yeah, that. But it, confirming specific budget.
So did he tell you?
The water system, we talked about yesterday, we didn't make any decision on
I sent an additional yesterday
Yeah, he's put an additional in for that.
Okay,
to come to the
For
council.
this.
he
for
explained it
this
to you and
year,
everything
yeah.
else going on.
The softening system,
Yeah.
that's what, from,
Yeah,
that's what he was talking
Yeah.
about, water, and the dollars are about the same, so.
yeah,
So he's put an additional in, correct, and for our next meeting, so
okay,
get with him on that.
great.
Well, assuming we approve it,
but, you know,
We were
it's,
taking it out of Q cap.
but we directed him to do that at a.
and it's in the work, so I don't know why we didn't put it in this.
Correct.
This budget for next year. So. That particular line item was 291, right?
So that was just the difference. The total request is 461, so. I think it's more than that, 460.
I'm sorry, Mark, all these different numbers, the 170, the 150 and the 212, all that, is that the 461,000? Is that what that comes up to?
I think so. It don't matter.
291 additional?
I really didn't count them up yet, so. Believe it is, yeah.
I'll take.
So the next thing on the list is the cabinets for the courthouse. There's some cabinets in there that need to be updated. I mean, this courthouse is pretty nice. I mean, we really should try and keep it up. I mean, it's just little things like that help a bunch.
Where are these cabinets in?
There's some in the jury room upstairs by the bathrooms. There's one in Tammy's room and I believe there's one more.
And once again, I mean, it's not huge money, but that could come out of cube cab. Ordinance.
Next thing is the parking lots. The south base is gonna be has to be redone. The north base, they're gonna be able to seal it. And the surveyor's office has gotta be redone. But if you guys notice, there's a little berm in there that's gotta come out. We would save like $10,000. If we did it ourselves, if the maintenance did it, but we'd have to use Sharon's equipment, but she's always been good to us and let us use it, so. But that's 150 grand for all three of them.
Didn't you just do something to the parking lot at the surveyor's office?
No, you guys didn't do it last time.
He requested it.
Yeah.
We didn't give him any money. Yeah.
It's because they were building towers, right? Or
Well, that was
something.
the
Tearing
annex
it up,
spaces.
Tearing it all up and make that twice, yeah.
Yeah, and we told him,
So
we'll wait on the surveyor's office.
Yeah.
I talked to them and it's a little bit better price if you do them all at once, since they're down there. And then the last one is the vans. I don't know if you've seen that on there. So they're right now, they're over 100,000 miles on them. And that's trading them both in.
That's 75,000.
Yeah.
It's not a bad project, you think?
No, not bad at all.
So, I mean, maintenance is a pretty important part in the department, so we wanna make sure they get to work.
Do you have the breakdown of the 3 different parking lots, like how much cost there is to each one?
Yeah, I do have them in my office, but I didn't bring them. And they were all under 50 grand, I think.
Like if we take the surveyor out and your department does it, will they increase the cost for the other 2?
I would think so, because you're still doing 2. But there's a lot of parking lots in the county. And I don't know if you guys have pavement at home, but every 2 years I have to do mine at my house. I mean, the sun just eats them up.
When you said you could do the surveyors, that was just take the island out.
Yeah,
It would still be higher.
Yeah. so that's us doing it, and they save like 10 grand, so.
Is all the construction done, all those, like if we did repave them, we're not gonna have to go in and redo it again, are they still building stuff?
I think they're all done, I believe.
I think they're all
I
done.
think they're.
Yeah, all the towers are up there.
Yeah, we were kind of holding off for that. Right, yeah, so we don't have to do it twice.
Yeah,
In the HVAC, if I may, my guy says, don't buy the new one, you can buy another year till they're gonna free on the new.
that's another thing. If we wait on the furnaces,
Hold off a year or two, in fact, they'll have them free on.
they have a new Freon coming out, and it's propane based. And it's flammable, so
Yeah.
you have more sensors and stuff on the furnaces. Which means more cost, so. I mean, right now, if we ordered these, we still get the old Freon,
That's worth thinking.
Yeah.
Trying, you don't want the new one until the.
Right.
For a couple of years.
and that's where we're coming in with the courthouse too, might as well bring that up too. That's not on the budget, but, we have bids out for the new system at the courthouse. Now, he called me last week and said that if we didn't order by August, we wouldn't be able to get the new one. The old system, we'd have to buy the new one. But he contacted me yesterday and said that their contacts would still be able to get them. So we're still good if you guys decide that you're gonna go that way.
That's purpose.
It's the whole system at the courthouse.
Isn't the new.
That's the
system-
basement and the second and the first floor.
Isn't the new system that, what kind of gases got it, it's flammable,
The new ones will have propane based Freon.
but they're already out.
Yeah, they've been out for
They've
about
been
a
out.
year.
I know somebody just
They
updated
won't.
their house,
Here's the thing though, they don't make the 410 anymore,
right?
so you're gonna have to buy the new one.
And I appreciate it might cost a little more money, but the thing about it being flammable is a lot of things are flammable. It's not really a fire hazard, what I'm told. What use it was.
I also think you either save the money now or you save it later, like they're not gonna make 410 anymore, so in 3 years, we're gonna be right back
When
here.
we have a
So
leak,
now
that's
we need-
true.
We need $6,000 for 410, cause you can only buy it from some guy in Iceland. you know, and so,
I mean, they're talking like double the price, I mean, it's not.
Mark, I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I really don't. I think it's a marketing thing. It's free.
that's why you guys have to make the decision, so. But I'm just letting you guys know, I mean, it's. If I come to you and say, hey, I need $1 million to get the thing fixed, it's,
well, I mean, I think that the 85 is taken care of, so that I think comes out. I say leave the furnaces if they fail. We deal with that, next year if they fail, it's not.
Take them out.
Take both of those out and then, I don't think I would do the ceiling of the floors, and I don't know enough about the north-south base surveyor, but I don't know what those parking lots look like, so are they in
The
bad
north and
shape or?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just asking, like, do you guys know what, I've not seen them, are they in bad shape?
The north base just needs seal.
Okay.
The south base, I think got tore up.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty bad.
That's through part of it.
And even the surveyors.
Tower, and we said, Mark, you do that, right?
Yeah.
The south.
The surveyor's bad too. I mean, it's gotta be done.
It's got big chunks coming out of there.
We're trying to figure out what to do with the surveyors, or at least I am. I hate to see a whole separate site that costs us $1,000 to repave a parking lot for one guy.
Right.
When we got all kinds of office space. We talked about the fact the surveyor has to be based in Kentland, but I'd sure like to put him in somewhere else where he doesn't have to have $50,000 parking lot.
Well, we're still gonna own the building though, right?
Or-
We'll still own the building, right?
Yeah,
County still owns the
It'll
building.
have to be paved, or we just grab it, if it's already falling apart.
Or can we just do the part on the east side of the building instead of that section of, that extends out to
just,
this?
he only needs 2 or 3 parking spaces. I'm trying to be frugal, they just, they're a whole lot of money.
There's typically 2 vehicles there.
Is there a law saying that no can't be stationed here?
Yeah, there's just.
He has to do it.
What's your milk is black, yeah.
He's gonna ask that one. Let me add it up.
I was gonna start, but you had more success.
This thing out.
That, your number is, you put here now, the floor ceiling for the.
So I took that out too.
Let
Let me add it up.
Before and we debated about it.
As long as you guys know, I mean, we have an inmate slip already.
I know.
I mean, I don't know what happens
It's
when,
one inmate in the last
Yeah.
30 years, Mark.
but, I mean, it only takes one. I mean.
I know.
And it may have been somebody that wanted to make it look like a slip.
Yeah.
So you have to get out of stuff or maybe start a lawsuit. You got insurance for that.
So. The 291, the stuff I just tossed out there, taking that out, so taking out the resealing the floors, the 2 furnaces, the water system at the jail, taking those out, takes it down to 154. And that leaves in the 3 parking lot redos and the $4,000 cabinets. The parking lot redo, some sort of this, I agree with David, I don't know, we need to do $50,000 parking lot for 1 or 2 cars to park there. There's probably a better solution to that.
So is that what you were looking at on average for each one would be 50?
Yeah. Yeah. One, I believe they were 40 something, 50, they're all under 50, I believe.
I just wondered how we could, change that word. Cause you said one of the ambulance bases just needs resealed, basically. The other one actually needs a new parking lot on the south base. And then the surveyor's office, just that section or on the east side of the building. What would that break down? What would you say that break down as the surveyor's office? Just
The big ones were south, no, north base. Well, the north base is gonna be sealed, and the south base had to be redone, so
Right.
that was the biggest one. And then the surveyor had to be ripped out too, so,
Well, we're not talking the entire parking lot.
Right.
that's there now.
so you wanna, we should still probably get rid of that berm though, and then maybe take the rest of that parking lot out.
I
So you
wouldn't
want-
take it out.
Just leave it.
Yeah, just say there's no need to take that until it happens. So it's not, it's like you still can't utilize
I
it.
mean, right now, we still have grass growing through it. I mean, it's bad, it's bad.
We just mow it. Eventually the grass will grow for all of it, and we want to take it out.
It's not quite that, but it,
I hate to say it, but Jamie's on person.
well, she parks on the north side.
Yeah.
You're talking about on the south side,
Yeah,
where, you know, where
The-
the line
So that was both pieces to repave it,
along the east and
Yeah.
then
the north side too.
the north and the east.
Yeah.
And then, but your proposal includes the south side too, right?
Yeah, that
Take
big,
the island
that
and
big
the whole thing,
section,
everything.
yeah. Now, he was talking, he backs his trailer in there once in a while, so,
Yeah, he does.
we still do that.
Yeah.
So you're thinking 1 lot, 50,000, and then throw another $5,000 for sealing and maybe 10 grand for the surveyors, something like that.
You know, have the surveyors 25. Do 20. Take 20. That's a pretty good size lot on the south side, if I remember right. What's the commissioners think?
I mean, they both the south I would say yes. Surveyors, I don't know. I haven't even looked at it really lately.
I went down and looked at it after it initially got brought up and took pictures and, I mean, I don't know, you know, are we looking at it as you know, the functionality of it, cause I mean cosmetically, I don't know that we get that much foot traffic at that building for, you know, for people to see it. Think that maybe it doesn't look as nice as it could, you know, are we thinking with the cracks that are there that what, the water gets in, then it freezes and then the cracks
Starts coming
continue,
apart.
or?
It starts coming apart, yeah.
Could you reseal the south part, repave the?
The south part of the base.
No, it's a.
No,
Surveyor.
Surveyors. Take
Take the island out and
the
then,
island out,
and then just seal it.
pour that north. But the south part.
Yeah, we can
seal it.
do
That would
that.
help on that would help the wheat thing, it'll be a
Yeah.
lot cheaper.
Yeah.
We're not using that south for parking so much now.
Right.
And is that a possibility?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That would cheapen it up.
Because he could always drop that trailer on the east side.
What,
Well,
what's the benefits of
There
taking
are
the
times,
berm out?
there are times.
I guess I just-
It's just in the way. It's really goofy. I don't know why it's even in there. So we'll just have one big parking lot instead of going around that thing
North and the east side.
to get to the
It's
south
also
side.
just- If there happens to be on drainage, tile issue where you got all the constituents that play into it come in. It's not very often, but occasionally that does happen. It did more so 5 or 6 years ago than it does now.
Right.
But I need to not maintain that. Yeah. But whatever.
If we had a big event for the surveyor, you could always people who just like to be in their venue or still official, but you go into a larger group of the venue.
Sure. I mean, drainage board doesn't, but there. We used to have some hearings that haven't recently.
So let's throw another possible question that will come up in the minutes. If you're gonna be re-sealing and repaving, or what about striping? Is that gonna need to be done too?
Yeah, that's all, that's included.
Some part of
Yeah.
it?
So, let's do some numbers here. So taking what you said, say 20 grand for the surveyor, would knock out the other completely. And then we redo the south. South base
Yeah.
completely. And so we take those numbers out and we added 10 grand for sealing the one that we're not gonna redo anything on. If my numbers all add up, right, I'll redo them, that comes out to about 74,000 additional, and we knocked down the parking lots, we've taken all that other stuff out except the 4,000 cabins.
The
So the
170,
291 goes to 74.
the 10,000, the building, the 170 is still in there.
The 170 is
That's
still
separate.
there, that's just the additional goes from 291 to 74. With what we've all just talked about. So the whole thing would be 170,
About
244,000, yeah, it would be the whole total. The original 170 plus about 74,000 additional.
You said 240.
Yeah, cause 170 I didn't touch.
Did you take the 85,000 for the jail water system?
I did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
out.
Yep, I took that out, cause he's at, yep,
You took furnaces out.
so that 291 becomes 74,000. And then you add the 170 on that, that's where I get about 244 to.
His total
Right.
request was 461.
Yeah, instead of 461, with all the stuff we just talked about, it would be 240,
240.
244, 244,
I'd give him a little cushion.
250.
I'm just worried about the parking lot surveyor,
Word out.
just to make sure that we got enough to. What would you figure, 20,000?
So we threw 20,000 to repave the north and east side and reseal that back section.
Can you do that for 20?
So I'll get hold of them and ask them, but I'm just, cause we're gonna seal that back lot too, right? This, the south part, so. Yeah.
Yeah,
So if we go to 250, like you're saying, that it's basically 80,000, so that 291 additional becomes 80,000.
so that would make the total request would be down to.
170 plus 80.
250.
Yeah, 250 total, yeah.
Yeah, 107.
I think that's reasonable.
Well,
I mean, even if you had to come back for more, it's not like it'd be a lot.
Right, yeah.
my suggestion might be also that it's not a lot of money, but the $4,000 for the courthouse cabinets can come out of Cume Cap. Because Cume Cap is for courthouse and jail. Leave it at 250, put an additional in out of Cume Cap, that gives another 4,000 of this. For cushion and.
Right, so just strike that $4,000. Strike the $4,000 as being, used for the cabinets. Is that just for a cushion? The cabinets.
Okay.
Making notes.
Dan will yell at me if I go overspend, so.
Biggest thing is you can check and see if we can get the redo on the south bay or on the door, and then that little bit of work at the surveyor's office. If you see if we can get all of that done for 80. You know,
It doesn't have to be.
and go there, and 107 is right around.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Do this, you
See
see,
if they
they
can
do,
do
yeah.
the ceiling up here, a little bit down there, plus sealing the south part of that line. Because like you said, you can dig out that
Yeah,
curved
Yeah.
part. And they took that sort of ceiling blacktop from there.
Yeah.
And around where, yeah, on the east side and around.
yeah,
Even this, and just a seal on that south part, because like I say, very early.
Right.
As long as it's sealed, they keep the ground.
Yeah.
The highways, county build.
Yeah, so what the truth for that looking at. I would say that should work.
Not too occasions, so,
Motion.
but I think, so we got a motion.
Yeah, so. I don't know if I can say all that.
You can. Well, all you gotta
So
say
do we want to
just reduce the
yeah,
the budgeted amount from
That line.
that
Yeah.
line item to 250.
so we have no floors, no furnaces. And, that's, that all you took out?
and the water system, because
water
the sheriff's already working
Okay.
on that. Yep.
And the cabinets.
And, yeah, and the cabinets, take that out.
Still got
Well,
the cabinets, but they're coming out of a
Unless he
different
doesn't come, you know.
So I would make a motion to reduce line item 33,501, 461,000 to 250,000.
fund. Just a straight reduction in that, or are we in a position to dictate what to spend on and what not to spend on? I gotta ask the question, like, let's say you said, like, the parking lot came in cheaper, now I want to seal the floor, because I got more money in my budget. Do we care what he spends the money on, or do we want to dictate?
Well, as long as these projects get done.
Yeah, and if it doesn't cost as much as that, I think that's one to do. Another part.
As long as it does the projects.
It's in a
I
bill,
don't
it's in a
think that
bill.
mark, but as long as the projects that need to be done, like the ceiling and things like that.
Yeah, I'll add that. Motion. What David just said, as long as the original funding goes to the projects we just discussed.
I'll say-
Just gonna address the one line item, not the rest of the budget.
Correct, yeah, just 33501 for now.
That, you second that, Dave? Motion from Matt, seconded by David to reduce line item 33501. Maintenance county general budget from 161,000 to 250,000. Is that correct? Yep. And that money will be applied to the projects that we've discussed. The general maintenance. Parking lots. And the cabinets and. You know, that, anyplace else. Any questions? Discussion? All those in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now, as far as the rest of the budget. Contracts are increased a little bit, but
I just have, the only other question I have is on the 4,000 for the vans, what do we use, what are those? I started wondering used for, like, what do we? do
Our
with those?
vans?
Yeah,
We have 3 vehicles in the maintenance department, and each guy gets a van or truck. We have a truck and 2 vans.
okay.
The vans, I drive one and Matt drives one. So we're on call, so you get to drive them home is what it wants to. Now's the time to trade them in if we're gonna get him, because they're giving 14,000 for the van. Per van for trade in, so. I mean, the longer we keep them, the less we're gonna get, and the more money we're gonna stick into them, so.
Yeah, so they're used, you guys use them for hauling the tools around
Yeah,
there when you're going
yeah.
to do the maintenance
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're all loaded with tools if you want.
Yeah, okay. And then and this, the 75,000 for the new ones you're getting,
Yeah.
does that include moving whatever toolboxes you got in the old ones into
Well,
the new
here's-
one and all that, or?
I talked to, I like that, I got the price from Kellen from we keep it in county, so. I talked to Lynn down there, Lynn, I think. And, he might have some vans that already come equipped, so if they do, we leave our stuff in there and just take the new ones. But if they're not, we'll switch them over.
Okay,
The 2 vans we have, they're 2017, we were able to purchase at the end of 2016. And we purchased them at that time, one of them was $26,501, and the other one was $27,430.
we're getting 15 each on trade-in,
14,
14?
yeah.
14, yeah, that's not bad. Maybe we should keep one more year, get 16.
We have 3 vans now.
Two,
vans. Okay.
2 vans for truck.
2 out of 3, but there are only 2. Okay.
yeah.
with his pickup.
Yeah.
They had his three.
3 vehicles, that's what I thought.
Pickups in 2024.
Say, I thought it was prepared. Okay, that makes sense.
That runs to 49,000. Plus, we did a lot of ads on.
I have a question on the maintenance contracts. You mentioned about the cabin wall a while back. For the $4,000, what is being offered or included?
Yeah. They,
It's like
I believe-
outside company that comes and does something?
Yeah, I believe they seal it and then they check the inside. They seal outside
Okay. And they do that annually?
every year, yeah.
Okay. So as far as like the structural part, that's on us.
That's on you guys, yeah.
Okay, and this is the contract that would have went in like when Jacob Shuffler was here.
Yeah, so it was 3,000 something, but it went up last year, so. That's why it's 4,000 now.
Generators are for all our facilities here at jail and all that, or something
Yeah.
else.
How many generators do we have?
Every building, I believe,
Every building.
every building has it, but ours, I think.
That includes George A.
Yeah,
nursing home.
yeah,
Okay.
Do you guys maintain the generator and make sure it's maintained at George A?
we check all that stuff on all of them, but they come out every year. And they do, like, they're coming today for the courthouse, we had an alarm going off. So a block heater, I believe it said, so. Stuff like that. You know, these things are. It's all computerized now, so
Yeah.
unless we have the sensors, the testers and stuff. And it's just, well, I'm just glad we have the alarms because it tells us what's around.
Generation center,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of. Takes a lot of money to maintain buildings.
Right, we're getting plugged in.
Yeah, we just did that last year.
That's a great, that's a.
Yeah,
Building.
Good.
On maintenance contracts, you get the elevators at 8,400, generators at 9,900, cabinet 4,000. It's 13. 821. Okay, I get the math now. Let's see.
The elevators, they come out every month. Check that, state does it
Every month,
every month.
I know it's the annual.
Well, it's every month we pay.
They do
It's
it all
pretty
the
expensive.
libraries too.
Does that include the libraries? Does, they're on. their
No,
own budget.
yeah, they're in their own. Just like the sheriff's and the courthouse.
Which
Good,
libraries?
Goodland
Good,
has a
good.
library, Goodland has a library, or
Not
it has an elevator. I'm saying like, it's not just the
Good.
government buildings that get inspected, they go to,
That's not.
But not on our day.
no,
Okay.
but everybody has it, it gets inspected on the.
Agreed. Yes.
What are we gonna do with the rest of the budget? We need a motion to.
I'll make a motion to accept the remaining 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000 as presented.
Second.
Who said? Motion by Matt, seconded by Tom to approve the 2, 3, and 4,000 categories as requested. With the inclusion of the change on 33,501 to 250,000. Is that correct? No,
What is that?
We did that one.
I just noted that that's part of the.
Okay,
You wrote it down.
Yeah,
So,
I appreciate that.
any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Good?
We're good.
Okay.
So on that $4,000 of the cabinets, if you put a additional request in that assumed cap, you could do that anytime.
Oh, okay, good. All right,
I assume we'll act upon it one way or the
Okay.
other, but I would say,
so I don't have to wait on those, we can,
just get the additional request.
Okay.
We'll take it out of that.
all right, great,
That work?
yep.
So the George A. 4603. That's,
I like it, it's about.
yeah, I haven't found it yet.
I do have a question though about your, the defibrillator.
That-
30,
Well, that's-
That's EMS.
so
Maintenance only has a 3,000 category, EMS will have the 4,000 category. It's the way we can only spend that money.
So we're gonna address this one particular fund twice. All right,
So all the 4,000s are EMS?
So
well, this. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the 3,000 category be taken care of on our motion. There's no changes.
Right, yeah.
That we made a motion yesterday that everything would be the same as last year unless we changed it. What's the other, we gotta look at?
4905.
Well.
I have a question on George A. We just talked about the engineering company that did the estimate for all the air conditioning. Is that not? being put in for 26.
107.
No, that's sort of like
We need to.
that's gonna be a little bit of money.
Yeah, we need-
What the engineering firm does, they go in and look,
Yeah.
tell us where to run electric and
Right.
run the lines and everything. Then we put that out for bid and so what it is, it's the top three on each section. There's 3 air handlers up there.
Uh-huh.
And they're original to the building. So they used to be air and heat, now it's just basically blowing warm air. So these all have to be replaced. So that's what the engineer firm does. They're gonna come in and tell us what we need. The size units, and then we'll bid that out and then see what goes from there.
Okay.
So you'll commit for an additional.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
And it has to include replacing window air conditioners, is it all it comes?
No, all these sections do is just the hallways. They won't do the rooms. All we're doing is replacing what's bad up there right now. But they told me, he said, if something goes wrong, they can't fix it. They're too old. So this is something that we're gonna have to address on day.
Understand, and I understand, put a roof over the units. I don't know
Right,
How
yeah.
that affects their operation. but
Yeah,
They're enclosed and the new units
Yeah.
will be.
the new units will be on the floor, on the ground.
Budget, 312 in landfill for maintenance. It's, you want a motion to just zero that? That's what I would think. I'll make a motion to just zero out the 312 in the landfill.
Second,
Motion by Mick, second by Mac, to zero the entire budget request in maintenance 312 landfill. Correct? Correct. Discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. That got you closer on your,
yeah,
landfill.
295. Say we got, keeping a running total.
Anything else, Mark?
That's it.
And
Thank
that
you.
was just because you had asked that in both county general and.
Right.
Okay.
So zero, it out.
Okay.
Because we'd already discussed.
She said that EMS address that.
She's not in marketing.
Well, what's it was? It'll show up again, I think, when Jeremy gets here.
All right, so we're not skipping it. It's
We're
just
not
got something for somebody else.
That's right, 603, right? Versus 4905. But, yeah, it's under marketing, so, okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark.
Commissioner, get on the hot spot. Go get your coffee.
Smells better.
You need lunch times. Oh, yeah, it takes. Nothing in it, right? Just black. Just black. Number 68 in the county general.
Morning.
Morning, Cody. Good morning, Abby. Morning, Steve.
Morning, John Boy.
Commissioners, total budget request. $3,884,995. Sounds like a car salesman, kept it under $995. That was intentional. Maybe not.
That's the person actually paid it.
Yeah, I understand that. So we've got some insurance stuff at the top. It's a 2000 category, is that? Looks like. Comment on that. Short-term disability. Officer Wilson has told me 2 or 3 times how grateful he is. County had that short-term disability. That with his accident. I think that, but no more than that cost us, that's a really good thing.
Not having goes up every year, but
Well,
that's
yeah.
just like.
But it, I know we probably had some others that have used it, but.
Yeah.
It, when we have to calculate it, it's based on wages. So we have to do a full
Oh,
formula.
so that's another reason to keep wages lower.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been able to use it for quite a few people. I bet, 12, 13 people have been able to use it. And it's for child guardian.
I think that is really important. Thank you.
And in this budget on health insurance, it shows a projected 26% increase. I was thinking it said, it almost said she thought our premiums might go down.
So that's your monthly, yes, we don't know. And I think Jody and I worked on the numbers.
Just to be safe, to put more money in, okay.
The legal services, $100,000 increase from last year is a little misleading because we reduced it $100,000 in last year's budget. I guess, I don't know, I know we did that. So it is an increase from last year, but last year it was decreased drastically and then came in for an additional, so it's kind of probably not as much out of line as it went for. At least that's my memory of how we did all that. I think that's right. Drug testing, inmate screening. Zero that. So,
Yes. Because we're doing it at the health department.
Yeah.
cause of what?
Doing it at the health department.
Okay.
Yes, we were able to partner up with the health department in that way. It's just between HR and health department, it doesn't flow through.
Well, I guess we should be clear on the health department, we're talking about the,
Or
Clinic.
The
sorry.
clinic, not the health department, yeah. Good.
I can tell you, Jody, the commissioners have worked very hard on this. And trying to go through and figure out what they could use, not use, and how to use things more properly, so. I will give her credit, she worked very hard at that.
The auctioneer fees of that, that property still up.
Auctioneers, if we have a county auction,
And I think we're looking at some coming up.
usually we gotta have a couple vehicles or different things to help drive the attendance, but it's been 3-4 years since we've been.
The tax refunds that we had 30,000 in there, hadn't used any the year before, we've zeroed it now. What was it ever used for?
I think that was just put in wrong, that is actually gone through, between Jimmy and I. So the tax refunds is if people have refunds, they shouldn't have ever been via the commissioners. It actually just goes under a zero department, and we work that out.
Got put in there, it just got left, it never used the money. We had a line item to transfer out of. So that used to work a lot.
With name or records, we've done that multiple times. We never know what the state's going to audit, and we have to pay all tax liens, but we do get that reimbursed off at our own when settlement comes. But we can't have our fund in the negative account.
Does it get reimbursed to this fund or?
It gets just reimbursed to county general. whenever we receive anything in, it can only go into that fund wherever it was taken out. Or the reimbursements, and then if that department needs it, they have to request an additional. Because we can't ever just put it back where it is, it just
That
goes
was my
back,
question.
cash on hand in that fund.
Back on that legal services last year. We put $50,000 in landfill. Legal, that has, so the request is there again in legal, so that. I mean, there's actually. It must have been 150 last year between the two. And then did additional, this year, your total request would be 250.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, the one out of landfill I use for outside source, ice miller.
Just,
We were saying there's. But. Excuse me, if I just bring this up, landfill. 168 is the one you're talking about. That can, so is this requested in that fund as well?
there's 50,000 requested in that fund as well, and that, there was 50,000 approved in that fund last year. So the combined last year was 150,000. Combined request this year is 250.
So
And I
why,
think that was the combined request last year, the council reduced county general by 100,000.
is that? Is that all that's, it's not all that's in.
No, that's not all that's.
Yeah, I was just looking at a possibility to combine them to.
Well, that's. Whatever, but that kind of makes sense to me.
Is it good? Is there a reason? Like, do they have to be?
Doesn't matter to you.
separate? Doesn't matter to you guys? No.
I think so. It's just how it was when I came in.
Well, I mean, I think the reason was that got established that way was. We had more landfill money
Right.
available than we did county general money back in that period of time. And like we said yesterday, that those waves have switched.
So in 2024, in county general, we put 100,000, and then landfill, we put 75,000. Throughout the year, in county general, we had to add another 75,000. So that left a total appropriation of 175,000, 75,000 in landfill. We spent 124,358 county general, and we spent 68,688 in landfill. And that could have been a combination of other, we had 3 or 4 other law firms we were paying.
That was 24.
That was 24.
Well, if we're talking about combining the, that with, fund 68, is there anything else that, is in,
Both.
yeah,
I see where medical psychiatric is there.
Yes, I requested that out of either, that was a decision I would let you make.
You don't need both.
I don't need both. It's just requested out of both.
Oh, I see you've got it.
No, I got it
Good
noted
job.
on there, I
You
think.
got it noted. Hey, well, if I'd done my homework, I would have known that.
which we should go through and, find out what it is that we scratch out of landfill 68 and then move from landfill 68, and put it in, general.
You wanna go back to landfill first?
Well, it's. However, we want to address it. But we probably should look over what's in landfill to see what we can move or what needs to be scratched because it's something.
I think Abby's idea might be good. Let's do the landfill one first.
Okay.
And then we can take our, does that make sense to you guys? No, the 68 in the landfill back.
Well, I'm just asking if it'd be easier, because then
Yeah,
between Jody and I, we can look at what you're looking at in landfill and then take it off of. Bounce it off of each other, what we got on county general, so.
It's a lot.
So the 30, I'm looking at, sorry, looking at the landfill, so the 3,100, that legal services, we don't have to keep that separate, we can put that in 50 into
Yes.
county general. Okay. And then 3,500, the 16,000, you said
One or the other.
one or the other,
Mhm.
okay,
Which one was that?
30,000, my second line on a medical and psychiatric, 16,000. It's in both places, and they just needed one.
Okay.
The
Oh, that was extra. Yep. Okay. Gotcha.
contractual service of 141, which is about double what we did last year, but I see in 24, we spent more than what you requested, so we were way underfunded this year, I take it.
Yeah.
We do some additionals in that, I think. Is that right?
The contractual would have been. Yes, so that contractual service is, recycling.
141,000 recycling.
No, so 41,000 is for lawn care. It was 75,000, but I had to do an additional already for the contractual service for landfill for recycling. Yeah. That covers Diane and Republic.
I think we're trying to work with them
About
because they
lids.
have, yeah, about lids. Because if things are in bags or different things, they have sensors now when they go to dump those. And then it's
We're getting-
considered contaminated, so then we're charged more. We're trying to work on that. They're legal still looking at that, yes.
And originally, when we had spoken about going to those types of lids, we had the option of having, like I think it was 2 or 3, 4 or 5 year contract, and then it was lower, went with the 5. I think at the time we were looking at 5, but I know it's changed now, so I think now it's just however they bill and however we're paying, we're not locked into a price as of yet because of that. If I'm not mistaken, correct.
And I do know Diane is working.
Oh, yes,
hard with
very
them.
diligently
Everything's
trying,
fine.
yeah. So yes, that may change, and then with the. With the lawns, with the mowing, that's just kind of been something that we've taken on in the last 2 seasons, and it's worked well, we just haven't found. At least personally, I just feel like we haven't found a solution as far as. If we put it back into a department, then we're gonna have to pour in more money for that type of equipment for those jobs. And as of now, what we're getting, we actually lower this year with those 2, the way we bid it out, I guess, the north and the south. So it's working, knock on wood, but that's where that's been added for the last 2 years.
And those actually have that listed under building repair and maintenance
I-
and contractual
I
service.
saw that.
Didn't know where you want, no, and I think Tam and I even talked about transferring that maybe next year into its own account. We just didn't get that done this year.
So 33,501 is basically the same request as.
Yes,
Which one is it the same as?
You go down to building maintenance 33,501.
Yep.
Is the same request as 3,900.
Got it.
So we'll zero out one of them, a lot of them, well, whatever. Jody, business development, I don't quite understand.
3,030.
okay, so that actually you can scratch. well, the note underneath there, that is, the Rose Lawn Sewer Project.
Right.
That 1 million is all that I show left out of what was agreed upon. For
Oh,
next
okay.
year,
Yes,
because,
I see, that makes
33, fine.
because they were supposed to come back, I believe, right? And
that's
that
what
next
they
year.
won't have used out
that's
of
what's
that.
left out of what was agreed upon.
Okay,
the whole project was like 9.2 or
Right,
whatever,
right.
but we have spent money and then moved not quite full 7 million into Huntington, but this is what's still.
so that
left.
needs to stay in there to meet that obligation rather than do an additional after the first of the year.
Yes.
You guys understand that? We listen to that. The business development, that $1 million. That's what hasn't been used or accounted for in the Rose Lawn sewer project. So it needs to stay in, otherwise it'll have to be an additional, I mean, that's a commitment we've made, but that's what they haven't used. Good job, Jim.
And does that have to stay in landfill?
I would think so.
That's where the commitment.
That's right.
is. Okay.
Is there anything, is there anything in this one? I just was looking back at the other two, the 161, 168, those look like mostly, gas, water, electric, posters,
Yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
that's the government center
Is
here.
there anything in landfill that's
Duplicate.
duplicating those or they're?
No, not for here.
Okay,
No, we've tried to keep those actually separate for the government center versus the courthouse or whatever.
okay.
The Newton County Foundation, some of us spoke about that after the meeting yesterday. We thought that might be something that if we could reduce that donation for a year or two.
I'm sorry, it's okay to cut. They have.
Matt's on that board.
Yeah, I'm on that board. I mean, obviously, we would use the funding, but if we need to cut back someplace, we have enough in there to go a year. I'd not like to. Personally, I would not like to see it zero. I'd like to see something there, but if we need to reduce it.
5,000, the fair number of days, 7,000. I would go forward 10,000. I don't care. Yeah, but I think, let's, my suggestion would be to reduce it substantially, but still make a contribution. this year.
25. I mean, not asking Matt knows what we know, yeah, because he's on that board. Are they flush with cash, can't spend it all, or are they struggling?
Some funds we struggle to get spent. Yes, that's a
10,000,
fair statement.
you tell me, 10,000 or 25,000. I mean, you know more than any of us in this room.
Yeah, 25, I think is.
Reduce the 100,000 to 25,000. That what you're suggesting? The Wabash Valley Intervention Team, for those of you that haven't been here, or might not know, that's a contribution to Valley of Wabash Valley. If there's a domestic, it's mainly children like that, but they can come in and they're trained to deal with that. It's a this is a part of a multi-county.
To the schools and
No,
everything.
that's on the
Okay,
the intervention team, that's the one where they, I think actually they maintain a home or two that's kind of, not known as it is, it's a work with law enforcement, it's a safe room, thank you. And they, and that, I mean, our contribution is one of 2 or 3 counties, I mean, it's not used all the time, but it's available. It's probably good. Then the next one, the 80,000, is the social workers that are actually in our schools, and it's on a per case. We're not paying that person directly. It's a refund. It's covering the cost of students that are in special help. The schools have been very supportive of that. They say it's a liability to program. We've done quite a few years.
I've had at least the entire time I've worked. It's that
Yeah,
way.
it's been a
Longer
while. I
than
mean, just, suppose one of the reasons I know a little bit about it is my daughter was one of those for several years. She's now with different, she's still in school, but I don't understand it all. It's a different program. She doesn't work for this company, but it is something that is utilized. I guess. For whatever you want to do.
Is this section in the Georgia 8 Home Foundation, part of the project? There.
Carrying over from 2025, yeah, that's what's left in there.
Plus you will have 2.4 million in development for their stuff. This part was the engineering and different left.
Once again, that's just the carryover of a commitment already made
Yes,
to avoid an additional later.
and then, yeah, and then annually they get 25,000 for request.
So if there had been a project, this would probably be 25,000. Community service foods is reduced from four
Yes,
this year. Was that a request by them or?
yes.
Dr. Scott. I think she wants to stick with like that.
Yeah, she was fun. Good morning.
Morning.
So your request was lower this year to the county for,
Yes, we do have personal goals to reduce the burden on the county and be more individualized with the balanced budget.
good,
I hope to continue to further that, but we have had some complications with the Indiana Pathways Medicaid changes in the past year we've struggled through. We're hoping to increase ridership with the Head Start program we're starting. And then working toward fundraising on our own as well.
great. Vehicles, I see there's funding for vehicle for just one, is that what that?
We usually replace our oldest mileage once a year, and the county assists us with the cash match requirement for that, which is 15% of the total purchase price.
Do you have a vehicle donated to you?
We did.
That's what I thought you told me.
Our last vehicle for the one we just purchased was the Head Start vehicle, which has 14 seats that has integrated childcare seats, and it only requires our for hire license. So we're able to use the current drivers for that route that we just started. And another vehicle became available, and Head Start made the cash match on that on behalf of Newton County. So that vehicle was at no cost to our county. We just pay to maintain it.
It's great. Any questions? Communities for this? Thank you.
The only one, I want to toss out is, for discussion is the food pantry with the fire that just happened. Was that Monon? Yeah, that facility's gone. I think our food pantries are gonna need some more help this year. So since we knocked down Jasper to 75,000, it might be worth putting another 6 in that. So each pantry gets 3,000 instead of 2,000. Think that might help.
What line item are you on?
It's
The
the
next
next 73, it's on 39,802.
Got it.
And I do know, what year was that it was in the recent years, within the past 5 years or so, is when the commissioners had decided to actually give all of those more. And I know they're very thankful
So you.
and
proposed
gotten a
it.
lot of, especially during Christmas time
Yeah.
and Thanksgiving, like everything. type of stuff.
Instead of 12, make it 18.
Make it
Another-
18.
Another 1,000 each one.
So the savings we took. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah,
We're actually able to stretch those funds pretty well as also because we're able to purchase at a discount as low as 19 cents per pound for food vendors. So the money really does stretch.
deal. That Brianne won't be back, right? Gave away $75,000.
You should tell her why.
anybody see anything else they wanna adjust that or?
think this year we able to hire from the fair board, but next year it goes back down to normal. Get a couple big things. Yeah. Issues fixed. Thanks, Scott.
But. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's our hope.
It's not this year, but it depends on what we end up with on the track maintenance.
Yes. Hopefully that'll have the cash.
Yeah, so part of the fair board increase is because of the sewer system issues that have seem to continue.
Still going on.
Well, I don't think we're getting towards the end.
Hopefully we got it fixed, figure out. Or paid.
That increases, we used to do 40,000, and then other things that we're doing is 20,000, plus they put 4,000 in to maintain as contractual per moment, so this is something and it's gonna be a standard every year.
Yeah, the 20,000 is for utilities,
Yes.
electric and.
And then they're having to maintain the, mount system. What they're mowing. But because of that, the grounds are being used a lot more. They were always used quite a bit more than people thought, but now that
Event coming up in September as well.
yeah, they're having a palooza this year.
So to recap. I know,
Is this like a motion?
it might be.
Okay.
So listen carefully.
I'll try. You've got my full attention. Tom.
To recap, we're going to be moving line number 30100. 50,000 to county general.
So that'll be zero. Legal services will be zero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um. 30500 medical and psychiatric is going to county general.
That'll be zero.
30900. Well, let me just jump down to 33501, building and repair maintenance. Is same as. So that was 30900.
30900, yep, those are the same, yep.
So we could scratch 33501 building maintenance.
We'll go to zero.
Well, the only thing I could scratch there though would be the lawn service. We usually have 100,000 for that account. So we could
Oh.
dump the 41,000 if you wanna leave that in contractual services, but the 100,000 we
Oh, I
use
see.
that
They weren't-
fund.
They weren't the exacts.
No, it would just be the 41,000
41,000.
for the mowing.
So I guess why do we have building repair and maintenance in this budget as well as the maintenance budget? We use both.
So when, it was prior to me, I mean, I've used it for 6 years, so it's been there.
And a lot of it this year, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, has been, we use a lot of it for emergencies. So during the winter when the furnace and there was some hiccups with that stuff at the courthouse and buying space heaters and that kind of thing. And then with, we just recently had, water just with any type of an emergency, just to keep Mark's stuff where it is, we do utilize that.
So
For
that's the
emergency.
100,000 that has been put in basically
Correct.
for emergency use. It gets replenished. I didn't realize, because I don't see that in the other line. That's correct, Tammy. This is the one that, no, there's miscellaneous emergency.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, so I've also seen out of this one, like the parking lots.
I was just
When
gonna
they've
say-
done that. The government center parking lot, that kind of thing.
Did we pay for the sinkhole one? We had a sinkhole down at the south end, I think between the jail and. That was recently too. I don't know if it was the sheriff's department or the jail, in between there and maintenance, there was a sinkhole that we had to. Get on for the parking lot, or it went into the alley, I believe.
That was this year?
Yeah.
So looking at 33501, want to maintain 100,000, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
So we have paid, going out of that, we've done Mohawk.
Oh, the doors.
We've paid out of there, we've had some stuff for George A, but this was all in 24 that we've had to do. We paid fire extinguisher checks. Out of this money, so those are just some of the things. that we
Random
used.
things.
That was in 24.
This year, do we pay Mohawk for the doors that we did too?
Sure.
Or was that emergency? Or the miscellaneous one?
So far this year, twice we've used beam cutting out of the building repair.
Oh, okay.
And not
Which
out
is
of
part of the, yeah, which is the lawn service.
So that will reduce line number 33501, building maintenance repair to 100,000. Making that negative $50,750. That.
Well, the request was only 141, so it's gonna reduce the request by 41,000. Yeah.
And then 30,900 stays the same,
Right.
To leave the,
to leave the 41 in there for the running,
Right.
okay? Good, all right.
So
And then, the Union County Foundation, reduces to 25,000. Food pantry, 39802 is increased to 6,000. You can then ask for 18,000. Yep. That's all I see there, I guess.
That's what I had.
That's all I got.
That's my motion.
Second.
That's just out of landfill, right?
Correct, yeah. So motion from Tom, second by Matt, I'm not gonna go through, by Brent, or Mick, I mean, I'm sorry, that's where I had written down too, and I still said the wrong thing. To approve the 2, 3, and 4,000 categories as requested or adjusted for that, there. Is that correct? And I'm not gonna go through them all again, unless you want me to, Jen. Good.
Okay. Are you good, Stacy?
I'm good. Discussion? All those in favor of that motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Should carry. On that lawn mowing, did Matt have, did Mark have that in his budget too? But not all. Okay.
They do some.
They do, so that he was only asking what they do, and this is for contract.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's not that dollars to. It's not huge. You know. Okay, so now let's go back to the, I think we're ready to go back, aren't we, to the county general commissioners 068 budget, so that might be. Yeah. Guys zeroed out special call, oh, no change. Zeroed out.
I think the only thing we need on this one is to add the 50 to the legal services, right? 30, 100
Yes.
that we took out of.
That is
We're keeping that one there, correct?
So we're gonna make legal services, what?
250.
250.
I do have a note from Susan with Baker and Tilly. Line item 36500 Valley Oaks. We put 150,000. The actual, what we have to give to state is $149,992. So it's $8 less, but we have to at least put, she said we can leave it. But it is required that amount, so.
I saw her note in that email, and it's why that she wouldn't make that, I don't even say a big deal, but by the way it looked in the message. Would we be better off just reducing it to that particular?
That request, that's what it's gonna be, and we'll leave the $8 or we just budget the correct amount.
Level positive.
Yeah, I had that.
Balance in that line item.
I had the 150,000 because at that time we didn't know, we hadn't received that information.
Correct.
So that was just a guesstimate at that time.
Good guess.
That was a good.
So if it's not gonna make it a big deal, I'm leave it. Just leave it.
I'm just saying, you guys saw that, but
Never mind.
and this is one we can't ever move the landfill, it has to be in.
That's the one that I had.
Well, there's two of them going to county general, one's legal services and the other one's gonna psych income.
That's already in there.
It's already. in.
Yeah, it was in both.
Just fix-
Yeah, we just left
The
that.
request is already there.
No.
It was roughly budgeted for it.
So I'll make a motion to increase line 30,100 by 50,000 for a total request of 250,000 and accept the remaining 2, 3, and 4,000 lines as
Motion by Matt, second by Heidi to approve the county general commissioner's budget as 2, 3, and 4, correct? Just 2, 3, and 4.
yeah, plus that amendment.
Right.
One, for the listeners.
As requested with the exception of line 30100 be increased to 250,000. Correct, is that correct?
Yep.
Discussion, questions? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. 168. Budget 168, government center. What's that? No, I'm sorry, 161, do it first. I skipped over that, my fault. Sorry. Courthouse.
Budget collector sheet.
Does,
Do you not think the NIPSCO will go up
I was just gonna say.
more? I mean, like,
Well, given what's happened over the last month or two, this was before. So I didn't project that jump.
okay,
But I don't think we'll be that far off.
So currently, And this should be through August, so it's September, or it'll be July's bill paid in August. We've spent almost 40,000 out of this year's budget out of the 75,000.
Well, the air conditioner's not working half the time, that's it.
Yeah, why replace it? Yeah.
Now,
You wanna-
winter
you
might
wanna
be different.
increase
If
that?
The furnace isn't working, then we're using all the space.
Throw a
heaters.
little
That would
bit
be more.
here, case maybe 10,
Like it might be.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm just guessing, after the increase of 30%, or shy, how much, sorry.
We increase it to 90. Might be.
I'll make a motion to approve county general 161 with the exception of line 33100 gas, water and electric, which that will be increased to 90,000.
Second. Motion by Tom, second by Beck to approve 2,000 and 3,000 as requested with the exception of 3,000, no. 33,100 be increased to 90,000. Is that correct?
Correct.
Discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Now can I go to 168? Okay. Budget 168, Government Center, budget request, $94,000.
How is the gas, water, electric work in this building?
You have the updated one, Amy? I do have an additional coming through next month for some of that, but I can't remember the location. I think. Okay. Here's check that.
What we paid in July was 6,208. We paid one at the beginning of August of 7,611. We are going to be paying for September $8,172. So we budgeted 78,000, we have spent 68,700. So this must be the one we did for.
So are you looking at roughly on average at about $8,000 a month?
78,000 down.
Now that will, some of that will come off too, because we pay, like our water bill increases like $600 during the summer because of the air conditioning system. So the water bill should go down substantially too as winter gets here. So it's kind of a.
And Jody just put in for an additional for September, $16,000 to come out of this. For
For the government center.
the government.
For this year.
We have a specific line item for pond aeration.
That is the contractual service that went back up. We did not have that service. We've been paying that out of building maintenance.
Is this
So that,
to operate the air compressors to aerate it, or is it a service company?
well, we used to have a service company, but we don't have that anymore. I believe Mark has it. I think he has it done through,
WB, when we.
yes.
So they'll come in and
They come out, pull it in the winter and put it back in. And last year and the year before, we paid it out of the building maintenance. But the years prior to that, we always paid it out of the government center. And that's why the additional in the contractual service to put it back into the government center.
So this is not the cost to operate that pump.
No,
throughout all the funds except for winter?
no, I don't know what that pump's connected to. I don't know.
I thought this was utility expensive, that's why I was trying to discern,
Oh, I don't
Sure.
know.
for them to pull it out in the winter.
No, that's under contractual services.
Contractual services to put in and to remove the pump has nothing to do with electric. That
No.
will probably fall underneath the electric for here because there is a both sorry out there by the pond,
That's
which
right.
I'm sure is wired into. the-
Well, I also pay for utilities at the cabin. So we do have 2 utility bills every month.
So.
So that's probably. at the
Either way,
utility.
we're paying, it's already in the budget.
Right, so what's in here for contractual services is just to install and to remove the pump every year. Cause it can't stay in.
It would freeze up, I think. It's a fountain more than an aerator, because the aerators go in the bottom and they don't freeze up, mine goes in all year round. So I think. This is
Yeah, this one
Oh.
gets removed every year.
okay. Got it.
I'm looking at an increase on the gas, water, and electric. Based on roughly $8,000 a month. I know that the water payment, they don't. That would run up to about 96,000. That would be needed, so. With the fact water's going down, we'll just round that 95, so make that a $10,000 increase last year. By this year. And for next year. And putting it in motion, that's basically what I would do is just approve 2 and 3,000 with the addition of 10,000 on line 3310.
Second one.
Motion by Tom, second by Heidi to approve the 168 Government Center budget as requested with the exception of adding $10,000 to contractual to gas, water, and electric. Is that right?
Yes.
To make it $95,000. Is that correct? Discussion? All those-
Who seconded that?
Heidi.
Thanks.
All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Uh,
Opposed? Motion carried.
oh, yeah.
$903 County owned. So the gas, water, electric here, what bill's that one?
That's several of them. That is maintenance, building, George Aid Home. Mava. I think that's all 3 of them. Some light. Some street light or something that we pay on,
Really?
must be,
That by the or so.
could be.
Let's see if it's.
We just picked it up a couple years ago.
I'll bet that's.
I think it came from EMA. Hey.
So what kind of increase would you suggest on that? Particular section?
That one that just jumped to 986. They've been averaging $500-$600. That's one that jumped to $50, that was 37, 51, that was $40.
Can I ask Mike a question since he's here? Mr. Davis, do you foresee the utilities getting operated at the house once the construction starts?
Utilities,
Like the heating and the cooling and that type of thing,
yes. An increase.
even though we'll have the,
Yeah, cause they won't be able to handle, up and down in temperatures.
okay,
I think,
I just didn't know if it would be kept at the temperature it's currently kept at.
I think they'll need to keep it at hand. Yeah. At least that's my understanding. And that home is made out of this line.
And I believe they have a fountain too as well, correct?
It wasn't built this year, and that's
Oh,
actually off the nursing home. Right? The fountain did not get filled this year.
I'm sorry.
The fountain did not get filled this year.
No. Not there was structure.
The 17,000 we budgeted this year, we basically have spent $11,250, so that is $5,760.
Probably close then.
So that still leaves three more, because that's including paying for September, so you have October, November, December.
Yeah, so much just gave the higher rates again. So that was probably a bit.
So we had some bills that were filed from last year, at the beginning of this year.
That's why. I mean, it's based on what the she just read all of them, like about $1,100 just recently. All right, budget is 18. Thank you for going up to.
If there's more usage down there than at the home, that will be
That's
bigger.
true, yeah, structure.
Oh, so I'm up to 20.
Yeah, it's probably.
Isn't that what you, that's-
I said 25, but I don't care. Doesn't matter.
I know the construction equipment usually uses quite a bit of power, and plus the increase.
Gotta keep it at home. It's just a shot in the dark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is, one of those no department. So, that's, I think, about it.
Yeah, sure. 25, is that what you're putting in?
Yeah. Motion.
Second. Motion by Tom, seconded by Nick to increase the gas, water, and electric line item 33,100 to 25,000. Approve the rest of the budget as requested. Is that your motion? I thought that was. Discussion. All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. We've done 68 landfill. So now we need 106 in landfill. IT. Plus 902,000, down by 175,000. Yeah,
How we manage that?
like that. I'm gonna pay Michael.
Then there,
office machines, you were at 128,000 for the new copiers last year. So that's completed.
okay,
So there's 128,000.
back to the normal for us. So, they're working out pretty good. They just collating and stapling and all kinds of fancy things, correct?
If had any issues.
And whole bunch.
A whole bunch of things.
I don't see anything that, grabs my attention. That being, I would make more to approve. Landfill 106. And, sorry. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 is requested.
Second. Motion Tom, seconded by Mick to approve the 2, 3, 4,000 categories and landfill 106 as requested. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Who was the second?
Mick, who I wrote down.
That's what I wrote down.
Good, okay, got it.
Animal control, 626. Budget request 151,460 pounds.
Okay, I also have requested this out of landfill. It's duplicated out of county general landfill, because I didn't know where we were going with that this year. So
I was gonna say. I
it's
thought
a duplicate. Everything's the same in landfill and county general. I didn't know where he wanted to.
We approved it out of county general.
The additionals this year. So it was all previous in landfill. This year I had to come to for some additionals and we put those in county general, which was 10,000 or was 15,000 for medical, vet, and then 20,000 for part-time. So that's all I have in county general right now. Everything else is still in landfill.
I feel we're to the point, county general. I know we're really hitting county general hard, but we're really not, but huge cuts is worth it, so yes. But I don't know.
So the first,
It's gone, but I mean, you know, it's, like I say, this is one that used to be in county general, it all got moved to landfill.
Yeah.
Splitting budgets, I think, makes it more difficult for everybody if you're having to. So, right, my suggestion to be wherever it goes, the entire budget. goes.
Yeah, I mean, couple big buckets.
Right.
I think the 7,500 is enough of the increase. For the gas, water, and electric.
So for them, it's not the NIPSCO. It's the propane.
Yeah, but
They might still have the NIPSCO for the electric part.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do believe we have another year and the propane didn't go up. So I think we'll be okay there. The electric part, I don't know about
But I think that's who the increase as well.
regardless.
That's correct. That's my understanding too, Steve.
is this gonna be just for the small building itself,
Yes,
shelter?
yeah, it's on,
It's a separate meter that the.
I believe so.
yes.
Yeah, according to Matt.
I'm sure it is now, but yes and no.
I would see that big an increase for that. Building.
I think previously the climate was colder in the summer and warmer in the winter than might have been. I think we cut back on that. We'll improve a lot, 7%.
What's the
Yeah.
increase in the medical sector?
Vet, the vet bills.
They changed the law that we have to stay together. So that's the medical, that's part of the reason it's really went up.
I won't charge. I'm not sure.
Should we go ask Matt about this?
Yeah, let's do that.
The gas and electric, we put 6,000 in there and there's only 5,000. Or we spent 5,387. I think that's one year.
Is that another additional I got coming?
6,000. So you've gone through almost 6,000. So you're looking about 3,000 a third, so you're looking for probably up to $3,000.
$12,000 per year. That's kind of, you guys.
Make it 10, yeah, make it 10, probably, that's 7,500.
Yeah.
What do we?
Increase the 33,100 line item to 10,000.
Yes.
$4,000.
Everything else remains the same, and that's my motion.
Second. Are you moving
Is
it?
this for county general or?
No, we're just,
Get it, Lane?
we're approving this first, and then we'll make the motion.
Well,
And then,
Well, if the budgets are. What's the cleanest way to do that? Would be to just do it in county general, just divide the land, if you're gonna move it.
you have to move. You'd have to move it into.
Not necessarily
There's-
to put it in county general, so you.
Yeah, so we ought, whatever budget we're gonna leave it in, that's the one we need to be making the adjustments in, and then zero the other budget. Cause they're identical, does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
So the other ones, they didn't request it both this time. Commissioners requested them both, so you just have.
so what other,
So where's it?
yeah, where's it located?
Six, is there six?
Together,
six-
626, 26.
County general motion.
And we
In
already,
both, in 4905 and,
It got me too, cause the, it's
Sorry.
only- no, you're fine.
Yes, I only put the one, I didn't catch it where it's under both.
So I guess the decision is to do which budget we gotta put it in.
County general, I think, but we already approved it in there?
No, we haven't done anything.
it's in its own.
Oh, it's got somewhere.
I missed it on the schedule.
So we just went to landfill first, and my suggestion, if we wanna move it to county general, would be to ask Tom if he would withdraw his motion, and then we'll put in a data motion to zero out the landfill budget before we talk about county general. Does that make sense to you, or?
Yep.
Alright, so the motion would be to zero this particular series, the 626
In landfill, man.
in land.
But if we have a motion on the floor to make that adjustment, so if you wanna withdraw your motion.
Yeah, I'll draw that.
So now. There a motion to zero the 0626 animal control budget in landfill, to zero the entire budget.
Yes.
Second.
Yeah, hiding in.
Motion by Tom, seconded by Heidi to zero out the 626 animal control landfill budget its entirety. Is that correct? Yes, discussion. All those in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now let's look at the county general. 626 animal control budget 33. 626, well, it's about the middle. 626 white tab.
Okay, just 10,000.
Just the gas, water and electric there.
Correct.
And everything else was the same, right? Right.
Yeah, it was 6, then it requested 75 on that page, but since they haven't.
Pretty thorough. I just trust Jerry.
Yeah, I could just make the motion to approve the county general 0626 as submitted with the changes. In moving the county landfill count budget to the county general. 626,
You're gonna increase the 33,100.
increasing the 33,100 to 10,000.
Second.
Yeah, I think the motion is, to approve the 2,000 and 3,000 categories in the 626 county general budget as requested, with the exception of increasing line 33,100 to $10,000. Correct. Is that correct?
I'll second.
David already did. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Trying to do it.
You beat Matt, but you didn't beat me. Motion was by Tom, second by David. Any discussion?
David, they said,
David is by her second. Any other discussion, questions about that thing? Stacy? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I think we're through with the commissioners.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. That was very thorough, organized. Well done. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we're behind schedule, but I think we'll take a little break.
Yep, I need.
I'll be in there.
We will recess for 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll get back. Ready? We will reopen the budget workshop.
Ladies, we're open.
So, for economic development, landfill budget 700. We'll take that. Morning, Mike. Budget request $462,100. Looks like it's pretty much the same except for contractual services.
Yeah, so, just at the start of it, I wanted to pass around two things. One is just a strategic economic development plan that I created a while back, for my board. So we have a direction and a path throughout the year and following years. Obviously, aligned with the county strategic planning. And then also just a little update of what I've been working on, since March. So you can see some of the projects that, oftentimes I say things are confidential or I can't release certain things, things of that nature. So, I just wanted to provide that update for everyone's information. In terms of the budget, yes, I'm not looking for any increases, at all. Last year, we did increase for contractual services to cover Director Myers when he was here, and then my fees. And my fees would remain the same.
You got, gas, water and electric in your budget as well. You see in the substation, need for increasing that.
I'm sorry, I could.
You got gas, water and electric line items in your budget as well. Very need that at least.
I do, that is one thing that I was going to reduce my business development to substantiate an increase to that. This year was the first year of this line item, and so, everyone estimated what it would be, but with some of the rising costs, it's not going to be enough for next year, and I'm going to do a transfer this year, but it's within the same line item, so I'll complete that paperwork with, the auditor. But I was looking at increasing that from 75 to 10,000 to cover the business center expenses next year.
So
But that
basically,
was-
he's
that
not
was-
asking us to increase it, he's just gonna use it within his other line.
Yeah, so, but if I was going to take that out of business development, but
See, was going to,
sorry,
was going to take it out of business,
Or you will.
yes,
so you won't get the increase.
no. I know I
If you're
know,
going to, then we should just do it in the budget, and be right, and you don't
Then you
have
don't
to
have to do
for
the
a
paper.
transfer.
yes, correct, correct.
Okay,
So you think that on line item would be sufficient with 10,000, so that's 7,500.
Correct.
so do you want to reduce
Business development,
development by 2,500,
correct,
which would make 337?
337, correct.
I do not.
He's gonna reduce, gonna increase that to 10 and reduce that 707,000. 337.
Anything else?
No, I was going to, keep everything at the same amount.
That being said, I'll make a motion to approve the 3,000 series with the exception of reducing line item 31501 from 339,500 to 33 or 337,000. Increasing line item 33100, gas, water, and electric to 10,000.
Second.
Motion from Tom, second by Matt to approve the 700 economic development budget in landfill 2 and 3,000 as requested with the exception of increasing gas, water, and electric to 10,000 and reducing business development 337,000. Correct. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. That's pretty. Like that. Thanks for the. paperwork, too.
Yes, please, if you have any
I'll look
questions,
it over.
yes, concerns or anything, please, reach out. Thank you.
Do you have any questions, anyways here? Please.
Thanks, Mark. Mike.
You have that on schedule with me. Gene?
Oh, wait, can I have one question
Sure.
asked, because it's not in here, it is in 25, they had the 2.4 million for the George Ade preservation. Do you feel you guys are going to use that this year, or is it something we have to look at putting back?
We will use, yes, we will use some. Michael passed out a timeline,
This is,
the construction project.
yeah, this is the timeline that was developed by Schmidt and Associates.
Thank you. We will not use that total amount, but we will use some construction costs.
If you guys have, yeah, they'll just have to keep in mind, or how you guys, if you wanna roughly know what put in for next year.
I know we did the appropriation of 2.4. Once they put it out to bid, some of the pre-construction costs will come in. We'll know what will be taken from that 2.4, but we don't have the exact number yet.
Yeah, that's supposed to go to bid sometime, you know, and they're, as you can see on this, they're looking at bringing that to bid. Then we'll have a better idea of what the time frame is on construction.
So
The beginning of the year, we put 2.4 million in economic development on. Yeah, in business development.
right,
We haven't touched that.
but the commitment has been recorded and everything, like Baker Tilly has all their paperwork.
It's in for 25, but you're not putting in anything for 26.
But from a budgeting standpoint, go forward. If we don't account for the. Right now, we're not, we're assuming they're gonna, Baker Tilly's assuming it's all gonna be spent.
Correct.
We know it isn't. So we can take that money and put it in this budget, but now we're really gonna hit the looks of our
Doubling it up.
budget. Even though we know there's gonna be cash carried over. Except for the hassle of having to do an additional, wouldn't we be better off to let that go to cash? Put in the additional after the first of the year for that cash back. It would make our budget submission better. Otherwise, we're gonna have a negative landfill. Does that make sense to you? Unless we can credit that cash as a beginning balance, I don't know if we can do that. What's gonna be cash at the end of the year, if that makes sense.
I just wanna make sure you guys are aware.
Aware.
Yeah.
Right,
But don't you think that's
that's,
the way we should do it?
that's fine.
I think it's cleaner.
I think it's cleaner that way because there's probably gonna be maybe one or two bills at the very end of the year coming off that Q4, so then we can just reappropriate what the real number is.
Okay.
As long as we're all aware that we have to do that, so that when they come back first of the year with the $1.5 million addition, what's coming, whoa, where did that come from? Well, that's it's the cash that carried.
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't get, so does that make sense? Yes. But if we put that in budget. They just not gonna like the looks of that. It doesn't.
So we'll target to do the.
But I do appreciate it.
Yeah, the year.
We'll keep you up to date on progress there. Of course, Matt, I hear meeting, so.
I think Heidi had updated us. It's gonna start in the fall.
I'm sorry.
We're starting this project yet this year.
We're hoping to get some of the interior started. Get this fall. Now, it's not included in that is the garden. And that was funded through the IHCDA grant and private, and that should be done, here, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And then, not on a budget line, but, we are gonna have a kickoff to show off the garden that Sunday, October 12th. And then a sneak preview of how the project's gonna be developed. So you'll get an invitation for that as well.
That's a good time of year.
Absolutely.
I may not be there. Good chance Rob won't be either. Or me, I want. We're all in Steve too.
You don't take.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So now we are ready for Gene. We're not?
Yeah, we are, but I gotta.
It's in
landfill. Yeah, it's not county general, it's in landfill, sorry.
It's here.
I know, I am not human, okay?
You're not human?
No, I'm not.
Morning, Gene.
Morning,
Sorry.
guys. And yeah.
Or I'm human and I make mistakes, or I'm not human. I did.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that myself, but I saw that it's actually listed on the paper itself as land, so. I'm not gonna ask you about it.
You could have. I'd have corrected it. A lot of work when you have to go into doing this and everything gets moved.
Oh, there sure is. 9605, drug free.
I have a question right out of the chute. You have listed in here, in your 1000 series, 11401 for deputies. Now, I know we used to pay them for doing stuff for the drug coalition. Have you been doing that?
So I'm a hopeful thing.
Always a hopeful thing.
Yeah.
I was talking to the sheriff the other day and he indicated that he's still receiving funds from you, but it's not so much for having the deputies do anything. It's for helping, pay with, things like the, DARE
Yeah.
program.
Right.
So are you want to maintain this in the 1,000 series for paying deputies, or would you want to move that into the 2,000 series for other purposes?
Push it to the 2,000, but then to do it for deputy, can we move it back?
Oh, you can always move it around when you want, but I just don't wanna have anything be in the section, the series that it should. So if basically, if you wanted to move it back, to employ the deputies to do something, you can do that next, for the budget year after next, or you can just leave it here and just use that for employing the deputies. However you wanna do it, we'll work with you.
I can tell you, he always puts in for coordinator and deputies in the 1,000 category. But I can tell you, they don't use it. It's there to use.
Right.
I would encourage them to use it. But. If you don't pay for any of your coordinators, you don't use that, and then you don't, yeah. So however, I'm just saying, it's been a long time since we used it.
So if they're not going to, I mean, it's not like it's a whole lot of money. And it's beneficial to be used more by what the sheriff was telling me, that it's beneficial for them to be using that more for the DARE program to offset funds there. So I'm just throwing that out there. We'll go where you want it.
Did you use that? You didn't say.
Well, that's where he's been using it. Or what he's been using it for was the DARE program.
Yeah, all right.
Where is that from? Their program.
Well, this is I guess a donation to. I don't know how you exactly want to word it, but it's something that the Drug Coalition is giving to the sheriff's office. It was initially to employ the deputies to do some kind of patrols. I don't know what exactly it was. But since that hasn't been being utilized, those funds were actually going to pay for, help offset some of the costs over there. So if it needs to go anywhere else, I don't know, but I think it needs to be in the proper series. Unless if there's not a problem, just leave it where it is and use it for whatever, but
That's a hard question, I think.
yeah.
We can move it wherever, I mean, we can move it not to make it easier.
Does that make it?
So you still want to give the same 20,000, so limit to the correct.
Exactly.
And you're just talking the deputy amount, the 4,800, or are you
Well-
talking the coordinator too?
No, I'm just talking because the coordinator should stay in 1,000.
Right.
But the deputies, since they aren't gonna actually be working to get paid,
They're not, the deputies aren't getting paid out of this. I mean, that money's going into the program, but it's not directly to deputies.
yeah. Yeah, it's just used for supplies or pizza parties they have at the end of the year, that kind of thing.
So just move the 4,800 to miscellaneous supplies and make that 6,800, is that what you're requesting?
I don't know if that would be. I mean, would it need to be earmarked specifically that amount for the
That's
sheriff's
not where
office?
to move it.
Well, I mean, could we,
Create a line.
yeah. Cause I'm not seeing anything else within Blythe Fall Land, but I wanna make sure that if, the drug coalition wants to give the sheriff's office $4,800, that it's, they go into just miscellaneous supplies or anything that would keep them from getting that.
Would you create a line item in the 2,000 that just says deputies or just says sheriff's department or says there or whatever?
Oh, 2,000 category is like your supplies, or we can do a 3,000.
Do it in- do it in-
the
do
other
it in.
Services.
Do it in 3,000. Does that make sense?
I can create the DARE account if that's what you want.
Well, I wouldn't specify there, yeah, just if we just earmark it for the sheriff's office. As a, I don't know whether you have to consider the donation or how you would actually title it. That's what I mean.
We do a miscellaneous expense slash sheriff's department or their program or, but it could be miscellaneous, I don't, how would you like it worded? I can make it account for other services and charges.
Yeah, I don't care how it's made as long as it's gets to the sheriff's office.
You just think it needs to come out, and I could agree with you, it needs to come out of the 1,000.
And that might reduce your FICA categories too. So just put in the 3,000 series for sheriff's office. Would that be simple enough?
You're gonna make it 39,904 miscellaneous here. Is that okay?
Did you say the number again?
39,901, 39,901.
We gonna remove this line or just leave it zeroed out at the top for the deputies?
We will zero it all down. Then 7000 will reduce to $200.
What's that? What will reduce?
Sorry, your Medicare will reduce to $200. 16900. And then your FICA for Social Security, 1700 will reduce to $855.
Say that last number again, Tammy.
17000, your FICA Social Security will reduce to $855. The line above it will go to $200.
I didn't hear the 800 and what, I heard 800, I just didn't know what,
Sorry, my face was down this.
yeah.
Are they really requesting $8 million?
No,
That's
so
the total of landfill, everything, whether it's the last landfill.
This was the last page.
I've done that before too.
Yeah, all right.
You get to Gene and all of a sudden he's requesting $8 million. Like on our paper. On our paper, and you look at the very bottom, it looks like that you have requested $8 million.
Well,
Because
just shy.
it's just shy of it, because it's all the landfill, because you were the last budget, so. You have to kind of look above that,
I
or
brought
we
that
have
up to
to.
Tammy about 10 minutes ago and she told me, and I go, what's scary is no one else is asking yet.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah, we've all gone through that, we've all. So,
So the motion, or that motion need to include 1,000 series since it's back.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so that being the case, I'll make a motion to approve the drug coalition ID 605 as requested with the change of removing or eliminating line 11401 for deputies and moving that into line item designated 39901 miscellaneous sheriff's office and to 3,000 series. Also reducing the line 16900 FICA Medicare to $200 down from $270 and adjusting line 17000 FICA OSHA down to from $1,154 to $855.
Second. He is Wood. Motion by Tom, seconded by Matt to approve the budget as requested and adjusted, or Mick. I said that again. I wrote down Matt.
It's okay, Matt.
Do you want me to help you?
It doesn't.
I'll write you notes here real quick.
Another want me to get a second.
Yeah. But Heidi's been wanting to get in. Can't beat you guys. So I'm not gonna repeat the numbers. Everybody clear up.
Yeah. Yep. I'll give a little hesitation now on.
Any other discussion or questions on the motion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Right, after what Tom said.
At what Tom said. Correct. That's what I thought.
Then you go with flash water and whack it, keep doing
It's
it.
that Kool-Aid so fast.
Maybe he needs some of that.
David, will you take over?
Thank you,
I
Steve.
got it.
Yes. So that's correct. That went down just by $1. This is now moved down to here, except for you don't need the FICA and Medicare. So we took this 48 and then we create a miscellaneous expense shares. So that's, it reduced it a little bit all the way around with these numbers, but we just took this to down here for you guys to be able to spend to the dare, or the share, or however. So, yes. Okay. Yes, whatever he decides, will that work? Okay, that's what they made the motion. I just wanted to write it for you so you can see. They're just changing. You're pretty much, your budget will stay dollar wise the same, it's just we move some stuff. Right, and I'll send it to Danielle also. Yes, yes, and to you. Okay, all right, you're good to go.
Thanks, Gene. Welcome. Thanks, Gene. Good to see you again. See you next time. Yep. Maybe. Never.
Thank you, Jean.
Have a good day. Low profile. Thank you, Jessica.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Oh, you know what, I'm fabulous.
Well, you have the floor, standing in for Scott for a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Good.
We're gonna start with, general fund, the old one.
Okay.
So. Anything for us?
I don't think so. I didn't really change my budget up much. Elections went up a little bit because I have, maintenance and stuff on machines and stuff, but other than that.
Increase in legal services.
So that's just on election year, we always add that because in case we have to have a hearing or I have to hire an attorney if something goes wrong.
And you're actually subtracting $20 from your post office box rental. I thought all those were going up.
Oh, should I subtract 20? I thought I requested. Hmm.
Out of your basic year,
Huh?
out of your clerk one.
Oh, okay. I don't. Oh. I don't know why I would have subtracted, so maybe it was a fat finger. Mhm. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I did 160. Am I allowed to change that back to,
Because,
or did they tell?
this year it was 154, but usually they ask about an 8% increase. So
Okay.
So you think it needs to be,
I probably should go with. one-
At 180.
Yeah, if I could, please. Sorry about that, just because. I apologize.
Then the third deputy, you came to us last or sometime.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, so I have, myself and then 3 deputies in the office, yeah. And then I have Estella, who's my part-time for elections and voter registration.
I knew we had discussed that.
Yeah.
before, so.
Have you had a lot of overtime or comp time with the change?
Uh,
Judges, I kind of heard the judges said it caught up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've done pretty good, so we haven't used much of that. We don't get comp time, but, overtime, no, we haven't used a lot of it.
still always have to factor in a little bit because they're clocking in or clocking out. They could get stuck with somebody at the end of the day and still be 30 minutes and it's a Friday night.
Which is usually what happens to us. Protective orders come in at the last minute and we have to stay, so, yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, and people, I mean, since we're only open till 4, people have a hard time getting in there, so.
Or if she's not around, then her first deputy could be called in on the weekend to have to take care of.
So there is an on-call procedure for emergencies.
Yeah, so we, like, if the judge does like search warrants on the weekends and the prosecutor and the judge are working, I usually have to come in and do like a warrant or whatever, so. But if I'm not around, one of the
So your
girls will have,
staff's cross-trained to do that as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
I'll make a motion to approve it. Are you ready? You wanna look at it over the price?
No, David Turner.
I'll finish this. But
Make a motion to approve, Clerks County General 0001. Line item, sections, 2,000, 3,000. As submitted with the exception of the adjustment. Post office box rental to 180, up from 160.
Second,
Second.
and second.
I was waiting. I was waiting on you, Heidi.
I should have jumped in.
Motion made and seconded to approve the 2,000 and 3,000 as requested, with the exception of increasing the PO box from 150 to 180. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. I relinquish the chair.
That was quick.
Did you vote on that, Scott?
Didn't, but I will.
Aye. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were running. Whether to write down 5-0 or 6.
So I'm bad. So we gotta do number 10, right?
Yeah.
Voter registration.
Make the motion to approve the 0010 registration out of county general as requested.
Yeah, that one. I did. Motion by Mick, second by Heidi to approve the 0010 county general budget registration as requested. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. 6062. County general budget election. Big increase from last year, since we didn't have an election last year.
Well, technically, I kind of did this year.
Well, yeah, you kinda
I
did.
kind of messed up, so I had a little.
You just like elections, so
I love,
we're gonna have one every year.
yeah.
Or less
Oh,
than 3 every year.
Are there gonna be any changes with, machines, equipment, stuff like that we're gonna use?
No, same thing. We just got them like I think 21, I got them in 21, so 22 election was the first year, so they're still fairly new. And then I have to pay like the maintenance, I think it's like 8,500 for them to come in and reprogram them, clean them, do all that, so.
Is that in this year's?
Yeah, so that's why, my machine equipment went, I think I did 125, because I have, my pull pads have to be maintenance and then my election machine.
Um,
Would this be a budget? That if we wanted to do the 1,000 category, whatever, the entire budget, because it's really not a salary, I mean, it's.
You did increase their rates. We did that, what, last election or? the
Yeah,
next before?
Yeah, so I didn't change
entire
anything.
budget. Speak to it. Sorry about that.
good. So is this gonna be, one that that we'll just have to approve first, then move?
We're not moving anything, but you could go ahead and do the,
I just said we
Salary.
could do the 1,000 category as well as, we could do the entire budget.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just make the motion to approve, the election, county general election budget 006 series 1, 2, 3, and 4,000 is submitted.
One second.
They gave you a lot of time that time.
Right.
Motion from Tom, second by Heidi, to approve the entire election 062 county general budget as submitted, categories 1, 2, 3. and Discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. 1119. That's tab. Perpetuation. Same as last year.
Yeah, so I just basically put a fund, so I don't have to really come to you guys. I just do a 30,000 cap, and if it's over that, then I would have to come and ask for it.
Perpetuation.
Yeah.
So
her perpetuation is one, and she does have to put, an appropriation, in, like, the report was.
And I get that from my, like, court costs, if people pay court costs and stuff, that kind of, I get a percentage and it goes into a bucket.
be generated. in
Yeah.
fund.
So is this something that's new because there wasn't any appropriations in 24?
She just didn't spend it.
She had spent any appropriated money, but she
Yeah.
didn't spend it. All
Very-
shows
yeah, I don't-
24 is what was spent. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really spend a lot of it unless there's something big we need in the office.
But with no changes unless you want to change something, it's already covered and reserved. We made a motion at the beginning. Yeah. Everything would stay the same. Right. Just.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're done.
That wasn't too bad.
No,
except
that
for
was
the
a
We're
mailbox.
done.
Yeah, good catch, okay? Thank you.
I like the way you say not too much changes, you added 50,000.
Yeah, well, okay,
You know.
but,
Just because there's a dark election.
yeah, because elections are expensive.
Yeah, she was gonna give you 20 of that,
Yeah,
not 20,000.
no,
Yeah.
just $20.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Jessica.
All right, thank you.
Drainage board. 1630 County General. Fund. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning.
This one should be quick too. Huh?
Yeah, looks like it. No changes.
Yeah, there's some changes.
Changes.
No changes, no action. Don't have to say until it's 30, come drive up there probably. Unless there's something you want to talk about.
So we're good?
Yep.
No action?
We made a motion at the beginning of the budget hearings. If there wasn't any changes, the budget remained the same. So
Accepted as last year.
Easy.
that was pretty easy too. County plan. 79.
Look at that, we're right back on track.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Budget request, $183,820. Legal services increase. Publication. So we really address the 1,000 categories tomorrow, but we can talk about them today.
Okay.
Discuss anything up there you want. But we won't take action on that until tomorrow. So. Anything you want to say?
No, I think, we're in accordance with our budget for this year. I don't see any huge, increases for time being right now.
The legal services increased considerably. What was?
Tammy, as far as,
At the first of the year, the legal services used to go under just the commissioners because, Patrick Ryan and Becky were all under the county. And then when we changed hands, they got their own attorney, which is Becky Goddard, so she's not under Patrick Ryan anymore, and Linda wasn't doing kind of plan, so that's why.
So she comes to your the meetings, the BZA. Correct. She's correct.
I thought personally it was a conflict, we'd do both. Suggested that they get their own counsel in case there's conflict between commissioners and council in that board. Because they make recommendations that commissioners and council can either accept or reject.
I mean, I think Pat was doing that before he was county attorney, but he just kind of can't vote.
Right.
I'll make a motion to approve the county general. County planning 0079 general fund, series 2 and 3,000 as requested.
Second. I'll say it right this time. Motion by Tom, seconded by Matt, to approve the 2,000 and 3,000 categories as requested in the 079 county plan, county general budget. Right. Discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Very simple. You have anything you want to talk about in the 1,000 there?
No, I think we're
Like
good.
there's much change on it.
Yeah.
Good meeting tonight.
I'm sorry,
Good meeting tonight.
we do. 7 p.m.
7 or 8?
There was 7 and then 8 o'clock.
I'm ready.
Down to lunch.
Thank you.
Take the seats. Thanks to it. These seats are so.
You want to do the council real quick?
Yeah, 7 planning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zero here. 061. Okay, good benefit.
Council's 61.
Yeah, we'll do the county general first. Planning vote.
Actual services.
I think we can drop that back down. I think the reason I bumped that up is at that point when we were doing budgeted, I don't know if we really decided whether we were going to have Baker Tilly do the 5-year plan. Or if we were gonna do it next year, so that's why I bumped that up, because that's where I paid Baker Tilly out.
So we've already paid for that. Kind of did that, right?
So you could probably drop that back down.
The 25.
The 25.
I'll make a motion to approve the county general council fund 0061. As requested with the exception of reducing contractual services 40,000 to 25,000.
Motion by Tom, second by Heidi to approve the 061 council county general budgets. 2 and 3, are you doing both?
Has to do the whole thing.
1, 2, and 3, the entire budget. As requested with the exception of reducing the line item 30900 contractual services from 40,000 to 25,000. Discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Aye. Getting quicker, David. Now there's a landfill budget also. No. So longevity's in here, then
Number on it.
061 in the back, it's a white tab in the back.
As, do you, when this is completed, does it, do you go through and find out what exactly where we're at for our longevity, you know, what we're gonna need to? Yeah, you probably have that already in a database that pops that up right now.
I think we have it a little bit more in here than we need, but I think we're okay.
Contractual services, what,
If you wanna zero that out, sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't. It all depends on if we get extra stuff that is costing, if you guys need it. Again, the bigger utility, or we have used it because of,
did we use that sometimes for, the law firms,
Baker or Mark Baird,
Ben's, I think, of the.
Mark Baird Smith.
Did that come out of there sometime?
Yes.
Oh, you're right, that's
Let's just go ahead and eliminate it. I know where we can get.
me. Except you gotta do the additional. Whatever you want to do, and then the closure, it's here.
I think
Yeah,
put that to $500.
I think $1.
$1.
Is this the landfill closure?
This is the landfill closure.
The idea is not to earmark money towards it.
Don't zero it.
Don't zero it, then go.
Minimum possible.
$1.
$1.
I think $1 might
I
be
think-
pushing it, but.
$10.
100.
1,000.
It's not an auction, guys.
Well, let's just do it now.
I think
Do
it
what?
looks legit.
Do 1,000.
So zero the 50,000 and take closure to 1,000.
No, we zeroed it to 150,000. Make it 1,000.
No, sorry, two different lines. The contractual services, we're getting rid of that,
Right.
and then the 250, we're making 1,000.
Right.
All right,
That's what I understood.
yep. So I make a motion to approve Fund 4905 landfill 0061 council with the change to line 30,900 be zero. And the change to 44,500 closure, reduce 250,000 to 1,000.
Second.
You are getting quick, Heidi. I heard that first.
Let's test.
Motion by Matt, seconded by Heidi to approve the 061 council landfill budget as requested, with the exception of zeroing out line 30900 contractual services and reducing 44500 closure to $1,000. Correct?
Yes,
that two
that
amounts.
includes the 1,000 longevity or not?
I took it.
Yeah, the whole
Want to make sure.
Yep, whole thing.
Our new amount's 196,000.
That would be the total budget, would be 196,000.
We're very important.
Then we sliced our budget, we're not budgets.
Yeah.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The others, we can, I don't think they're in.
Finished, that is good.
Phil.
So where's that put us, Magic Matt?
Magic, man, I like that.
Give me 2 seconds, I will tell you. $180,000 to the good.
Make him,
Yes.
What was that amount?
180,000.
In Lampo?
Yeah, we
You guys are good.
fixed our problem.
County General doesn't look so good, but.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that all in county general is at 240.
No, it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he could probably tell us that.
Is Caleb coming in for the health office?
You know,
Yes.
like a couple of those entire budgets,
Yeah.
but they won't.
Somebody told me that she told them that she requested that she needed to be here.
I mean, all three of her pages look. As far as.
So, anything else before we break for lunch? We need to discuss whether we got time or the budget. I think just surveyor. Oh, hi, Rob. See you sneaking. Fine. He is flying. Danny?
You guys are doing crazy.
If
I
not,
mean, if you guys want to look, that's right. If you guys want to look at the health department, like Heidi said, there really wasn't any changes. I have Kayla's number. But if you guys would still like to talk to her, I know they have not found a nurse yet. I hope that some of it, she wants to have a discussion with you guys. She's saying probably get someone, you might have to increase, but.
She was scheduled for tomorrow.
Correct, but I'm just saying, according to her budget, when you're looking at it, I don't think she's really made any changes, so do you still want her to come tomorrow? I know she's requested to leave her other job tomorrow morning to be here,
So we'll call her when you come.
that's why I'm asking.
Well, it's like,
it may be too late, they may have
Right.
scheduled somebody. for her. I mean, I don't know.
Yes, right.
looks like 11:59 is almost all the same.
Right.
11:61. There's a lot of negatives in that.
That the grant.
Increase the budget.
Yeah, health benefits. And then 8106,
That's great.
that's good too. I mean, I'm good with,
So, yeah, I
That's it.
guess, Danny, if you wanna reach out to them, I wish we wouldn't have to be here.
Unless she wants to. This is.
I guess. Pressure report. If it wasn't everything changes either, they probably wouldn't have done something.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much of a trigger. There never is, and the recorder has never changed her budget since I've been on here, so. Yeah.
Treasurer increase $900. Which
Yeah, I think Janice had one, was
hardly anything.
actually Janice is using subscription or
Postage
$48.
went up.
do you think we need to give them an opportunity just in case there's something they might need?
Oh, so no, I think that's ought to be their option.
Yeah. If we want to get a hold of them, see if there's nothing that you want to add.
I can tell you, Jenny said that she didn't need to come, she has no problem not coming, and I'm pretty sure Janice feels.
I would guess Janice feels the same way, yeah.
I
Take a hold of
I don't
both
know,
of them.
Janice's is $46.
Yeah. One of them's a $900 increase, the other's $46 increase.
Is that $46 increase the, post office box?
Dues and subscriptions.
We just gave Gene 8 million, so what's the?
We didn't know how to think that.
I was
Just confused.
So
by
I,
that.
I think if they would, don't wanna come, they don't have to, you guys feel.
Correct. I have no reason.
So Tammy, if you wanna come, it's up to them, they don't have to come. It doesn't look like we have the questions.
Do you wanna talk to Jenny about any investments, or are you guys good? That would be the only other thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can bring up that, issue you were wanting us to look into.
Arbitrage.
Yeah,
You wanna do it today?
if she's on the schedule.
So we do want her.
Yeah, and what, we can knock that out too. I think that's something that would be.
So just the reporter doesn't need to come.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell Jenny, we don't have questions on the budget, but we do have questions on the rest.
The surveyor is 268 on the first page and 0 change on the other page.
Yeah, he's another one that, so. Yeah. But I should not, and people say, you know, if I wanted to be there.
Well, I mean, I'm just going
Well, I
through,
do.
I mean, I know. I don't speak for anybody, in fact, I feel like it's almost
sarcastic.
I'm gonna wear my shirt.
I do too.
Well, this one says,
Oh,
periodically. Something. I can't remember exactly how it's worded, but it's got a periodic table, and it's got the elements that spells out sarcasm. And it says periodically sarcasm may appear. And then you look at the,
yeah, look at
The symbols for.
That's pretty good. So so.
But we're. Do we think then we will leave Angelina at 3:15?
Oh, shoot, we're gonna have a little idle time.
Well, I mean, I'm just
Down that way. Jared,
just thinking when she leaves, she lives south, so she has
so
no other reason. She's
Well,
in
they keep
town.
moving that budget around, so I think she needs, if they're
She's-
gonna look at a baby
she's-
shower, you got some transfers coming around, I feel she needs to do.
Oh, I'm not saying she doesn't need to come, I just
she's
didn't know.
not gonna come over.
Okay. All right, if I can get through to her by email, sometimes I can't.
And if you can, that's right, but I would think we would.
Actually, wear that shirt. Wow. Yeah.
That's my thing.
And maybe this year. From time to time.
What do you mean, May?
So, ready to reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're late even for lunch.
So, Tammy, I think we're gonna recess for lunch right now.
Right.